Are you familiar with that feeling inside of you that you are unsatisfied with your life? I think we all feel like that from time to time, and sometimes there's a good explanation for that. But more often than not, there is actually no logical reason to feel unsatisfied and ungrateful. So in today's video, we are gonna dig into why we have these lingering feelings when on the surface it looks like life is actually pretty good. Check it out. So what I want to start out with to show why sometimes we feel unsatisfied, even though we don't have a reason to be, is an example from psychology and economics. These two fields combined form something called behavioral economics, something that I happen to have a master degree in. And what that field basically does is break down economic situations where we would expect human beings to be rational, but then behavioral economics shows how human beings tend to oftentimes not be rational at all. So in behavioral economics, there is a scenario called the ultimatum game, and it works like that. Imagine I have $100 right here, and I come to you and one of your friends and I say, okay, listen, I'm gonna give you the $100 and you have to divide them between you and the friend in whichever way you please. So you can keep $100 for yourself and give your friend nothing. You can keep 50 for yourself and give 50 to your friends. You can keep 99 for yourself and give 1 to your friend. But then it is up to your friend to actually accept or deny the offer that you make to him. So you do have an incentive to maybe not give him 0 and keep 100, because then your friend is gonna say no, and then the deal is off. So you both end up getting nothing. Now this is a very interesting scenario for economists, because rational thinking tells you that you should keep 99 to yourself and give $1 to your friend, because then obviously you are better off by $99, but your friend is also better off than before because he gets $1 as opposed to getting nothing. So why wouldn't he agree, right? But we know that this is actually not how it would work out. We know that human beings simply don't work like that. Our friend would get pissed off, and rightfully so, because you keep $99 to yourself and he only gets 1. So he would actually deny that offer from you just to spite you, just to make sure that you don't get the 99, and he would actually accept being worse off just to piss you off as well. So this is just one of many examples how you can show that human beings are rarely fully rational, and that psychology actually plays a huge part in almost any decision, economic or otherwise, that we have to make. And this is even true when we make the unconscious decision of whether or not we are satisfied or unsatisfied with our life right now. See, we don't decide if we are satisfied with our life based on what we objectively have in our life, but rather on what other people have. So we look at them and then decide whether or not what our life offers is good enough. Very much like in the ultimatum game, where we are not satisfied to get a free dollar because somebody else got $99. So we're actually pissed off and we feel like we're better off if we both get nothing. Now the problem with our modern society, and the reason why so many people are unsatisfied, at least in my opinion, is that we are constantly being bombarded by social media that keeps telling us how awesome the lives of others are. So every time we open Facebook, every time we go on Instagram, on YouTube, on Twitter, we see people lying on the beach, we see people drinking cocktails, we see people having a grand time. And we are starting to wonder, why am I not having such a great time? Why am I working 9 to 5? Why am I stuck in a difficult marriage? Why am I being overweight? Why is my life so difficult compared to their life? Of course, the truth is that everybody just shares the highlights of their lives on social media. Nobody takes a picture of themselves if they just had a super shitty day in the office and they come home pissed. Nobody wants to see that, so that's why we don't share it, and that's why we don't see that other people have it just as hard or easy as we do. And then of course there are people in the world, billions of them actually, who have it objectively worse than you. You know that there are statistics saying that if you have food in your fridge, clothes on your back, a roof over your head, and a place to sleep, you are richer than 75% of the world. If on top of that you have some money in the bank, in your wallet, and some spare change, you are among the top 8% of the world's richest. Now of course here in the Western world we tend to not think about that, because we don't see these poor people around us. Instead all we see is either people who are doing just as well as we do, or people who are doing even better. So naturally we don't focus on what we have because everybody around us has the same stuff. We take it for granted. Instead we focus on the few things that we don't have, because we see some stupid YouTube celebrities driving a Lamborghini and we're asking ourselves why we don't have a Lamborghini and chill on the beach all day. So as you can see, being satisfied never depends on what you have or what you have accomplished, because there could always be more. There are always people that have more and that you can compare yourself to and then feel shitty about what you have. Instead, satisfaction is really a state of mind, and it has to be practiced as such. So if you want to live a more satisfied life, it really comes down to practicing gratitude. And I don't mean that in any religious way, I just mean looking around what you have and being appreciative of that. Be happy that you have some food in your fridge. Be happy that you have a nice comfortable bed to sleep in every night. Be happy that you are having a roof over your head. All these things are so uncommon. They are so rare. There are so many people who wish they had your life. And yet you are here being on Facebook and Twitter comparing yourself to other people, never being happy about what you actually have. I hope this video helped you to gain some perspective, and if you did like it, feel free to subscribe down below so you get more videos just like this one in the future. Until then, talk to you next time.